So here's another way that you could tackle the tofu problem that we just looked at. This is something called a spreadsheet. That those of you that have had computer apps, probably, you should know what this is and be comfortable with typing in some values and some formulas. I'm going to create 3 columns here and give them some titles. I'm going to call the first one a year. I'm going to call the next one the cost, and by this I mean the cost of a pound of tofu in US dollars. And then the last column I'm going to put here is the increase. Basically, how much does it increase that particular year, right? Now, I believe that we're going to start at year 0 because no time has elapsed, right? So at year 0, we have a cost of $2.99 per pound for the tofu. And we were told that there's going to be a 6% annual increase. So that year, at year 0, it's $2.99. At the end of that year, the cost has gone up. In fact, this cost will now equal what it was at the beginning of the year times 0.06. So that represents a 6% increase. Notice I'm not really using the multiplier here, right? And the reason why is I'm going to show you how to do addition in Excel. So let's go down here to the next year. The next year down, this is going to equal the previous year number plus 1. We're just going to count by 1. The cost is going to equal what tofu cost last year. So you can see I'm just moving my cursor up to, there we go. It's going to equal B2 plus the increase, right? So I went over here. So I love how this looks. You can see, hey, the cost at year 1 is going to be last year's cost, the cost at year 0, plus the increase, which is about 18 cents, right? It's going to go up by 18 cents. And as soon as you press enter, it calculates that. Now each year the increase is going to still be 6%. So I'm just going to copy that. I'm going to paste it one more time. So at the end of year 1, we're looking at a 19-cent increase for the next year. Now what I love about, I don't know why I went that far down. What I love about spreadsheets is their ability to just quickly do calculations without complaining about it. So I'm going to select these 3 values and I'm going to ask it to copy those. And now I'm just going to move and I'm going to paste those 3 values down for, I'll go like to multiple years here. I'm just going to do Control V and paste those in. Immediately you can see I've got all kinds of tofu data going on here, right? I see that at the end of year 5, right here, at the end of year 5, I'm at $4 and then 0.19129, right? A small fraction of a penny. So I'm up to $4 a pound. And that's a good look at what's going on here. The other thing I could do is I could grab these values, and I hadn't tried this for a while, but I've grabbed here, quick analysis tool. No idea what that was. But you can see I've got my years, and next to them I've got the cost of tofu. So let's try and look at this as a graph. So this could get real funky. Let me ask it to bring in this toolbar here, and I'm going to say I want to insert a graph, and I'm just going to have it do a little, not a scatter plot, I'll have it connected. I'll do insert a line chart. What's this one? All kinds of things. I'm going to do a scatter plot, but I'm going to ask it to connect the dots. So there we go. Well, there's our tofu. And you know what? 6% is not huge. I mean, if you look at it on this graph, the way the axis is set up, you can just barely perceive that it's not linear, right? In fact, it totally looks like a line. I think I could probably exaggerate it, make it look more like a exponential curve if I just shortened up the x-axis a lot. So I'll stretch this over here. And even here, you really can't see the exponential nature of this going on. It looks very much linear. Anyways, you can see here that we've got our data, and next to it we have a title, chart title. Give it like a cost of, where's that going? I thought I was changing the title, cost of tofu. Oh, there we go. That's beautiful. Yeah. Anyways, this is Mr. Roberts, Shasta High School, signing off.